I don't know that I know of a best reason, but I had a memorable one that has been with me ever since. I saw a red car running red lights as if they weren't there. The driver appeared to be a woman, and it was just past dusk, so it would have been hard for her to say she missed seeing all the red lights. I finally pulled her over on a neighborhood street, and she complied by pulling over the side of the road. When I walked up to the driver's side of her car, she rolled down her window and looked up at me with tears streaming down her face. My first thought was that she was going to try to use tears as a means to get out of this ticket. I asked for all of her information, if she knew why I stopped her, and how many red lights she went through. She looked down embarrassed, tears still streaming down her face, and answered very softly, "No, I didn't." I asked her why was she crying and if everything was okay. She replied that about a month earlier her husband had died unexpectedly and suddenly. He was only about 35 and this was her first day back to work. As she got into her car and began to drive home, she realized this was her first night to drive home to an empty house, and the reality of it all devastated her. At that point, I knew I'd be writing no tickets and asked where she lived. I told her I would follow her home to make sure she didn't have an accident. I walked her inside, talking all the way, asking about her job and home. Once inside, I asked her to do me one favor. If she ever felt tears coming on again, to pull over to a parking lot, have a good cry, and head back home when she could keep her mind on her driving. Now, was this the most dramatic traffic stop I was ever engaged in? No, but it moved me all the same.